Hi, welcome back to Movers and Shakers. I'm Brad Hinesley. This is the ravishing Laura Marie Panazzo.
Hey, Brad.
I know I've used that one before, but
I'll take it.
I was like lost for words, and ravishing is the one that came up with the most.
I love that. Just don't change it. It works for me.
Okay.
So
What's the word of the day? How about canoe?
Yes, we're on the same brainwave. Yeah, canoe is the word for the day.
Canoe.
And
I don't
we're ringing
know.
up a jackpot here, aren't we?
Yeah, no one called in last week,
Oh.
so the gift card is now up to $30 this week. Count the number of times we say canoe, starting now, at this point. Every time we say the word canoe, that's one. Call in, tell us how many we did it, and you'll get $30 by our gift card.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep racking it up until someone...
Some lucky
gets it right.
ducky wins.
Right.
They can paddle off in their canoe in the sunset after they eat full course dinner at Spire.
Or they can bring their canoe out to the pond up here and canoe around the pond.
Yeah.
Pond.
I thought you were going to say the Panand, like a Panazzo pond.
Well,
But
that could be.
what do we call that pond back there? Swan Lake.
I don't know.
Golf Lake.
So next week is our week of classes.
Yeah.
Our cooking class is fully booked, so you can't come. Sorry. It's Polish, but we're excited for that. Remember to sign up here for that class because we do fill up fast. I think we've been full of that class for about 2 weeks now. So we have French next month. August we're doing Greek food, and September is the one I'm most excited about. I've got a panel of experts coming in. I've got Jeevan Singh from Southern Wine and Spirits is going to come in and provide his wine knowledge. I've got Brad Fuller from Indiana Cheese and Specialty going to come talk about cheese, and I've got Yorgo, I don't know how to say his last name, from Colossus Olive Oil going to come in and talk about olive oil. So we're going to do a panel where all of the attendees can ask these three guys anything they want, and I'm going to be cooking with their products in the class.
Wonderful. That's awesome, Brad. I like that.
So
that full circle.
Yeah, it'll be a great class. And you've got Cocktail and Creations next Thursday.
Yes, Cocktail and Creations next Thursday is from 6 to 9. It's a beautiful image of a sunset. So we've got some people signed up for that already. We're doing pretty good. And I've got some folks coming my way. I think we'll add 5 to that, so maybe a class of 12. And come eat some good food and have some cocktails and create a beautiful sunset. The image is simple. So people don't have to feel that they are intimidated by painting a Tuscan villa. But we're just going to paint a big, beautiful circle in the sky. That's all.
Then starting next month, Cocktails and Creations are moving to your studio.
Yes, Earth Angel Eco Art.
We're going to utilize your beautiful space over there.
Yes. We'll have updates on my page and our Common Thread website page too, Inspire too. But we're gonna show the love and share the joy of my new space, which is so fantastic. And we're still gonna have them provided by wine and food catered by Spire.
So the price is going to increase to $45 a person. That will include an appetizer buffet. And then we'll have a cash bar available as well.
Perfect.
So $45 a person. At this point, they should probably call your studio.
Yeah, if you guys in the future for next month's classes and from there on out, you can call my studio at 575-9505 and sign up. We can take payment over the phone, just the same as we do here at Spire, but at Earth Angel. So we'll be looking forward to that.
And we'll remind you of that. And those are still the last Thursday of every month. But this month here at Spire, next Thursday, a week from today, and next month at Earth Angel Studios.
Yeah.
And we have some exciting news. You know who we should have on next week? We should get Sasha and Lori on the show next week.
Let's do that.
And the 4 of us are going to give you a full update of Farm Dinner Downtown.
Oh, it's so exciting.
So we've got a Facebook page, Farm Dinner Downtown LaPorte, I think the name of it is. Aunt Becca shaking her head, yes. We'll have t-shirts and flyers printed up momentarily, and look for us at the 4th of July Parade, but we'll give you a full update next week. We're building our float.
Yeah.
So next Wednesday we'll do a segment with Lori and Sasha.
That'll be so fun. We'll have the girls on, and we'll pan to the studio where we're going to build the float and be in the parade and have an awesome dream come true for Mr. Brad Hinesley over here.
Tickets go on sale July 1st. We're only releasing 250 tickets.
Right. 10 a.m.
10 a.m. here at Spire. For July 1st only, you can buy them at Spire only. After July 1st, they'll be available here, they'll be available online, and some other participating businesses while supplies last. Like I said,
Yeah.
250 tickets, $25 a piece. Get them before they go out.
Yeah, it's going to be an epic event, guys. First annual.
First annual, or the
Inaugural.
Sounds good.
I love it. Can't wait.
So that we'll have a full report on that next week.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So exciting.
So we got a great show for you. We have Dan Plath from the Northwest
Indiana
Paddling
Association.
Association, which means they go canoeing a lot.
Yeah.
And do a bunch of other stuff, so we're excited to talk with Dan.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. He's a super environmentalist, making real waves in the whole scheme of things. And he's my eco partner.
Right, from Nice Source.
Yeah, from
Your
Nice Source.
Driftwood.
Yep.
But, while they're canoeing, they clean up the rivers.
They do.
So it's not just about canoeing. They
do
and
cleanups.
kayaking, but they do clean up the
And they
rivers.
clear the watershed, and then I'll go take all the wood that they pick up, and I'll bring it back to Earth Angel Studio, and that's where I get all my wood for my sculptures.
So we're going to go canoeing one of these times.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
are.
Join them. So
Are you going to wear a life jacket?
No.
Or the chef jacket?
I'm going to wear no jacket at all.
Wow.
I'm going to let the hairy chest just
Oh my
soar.
God. Like a nuclear explosion,
Yeah.
like a bright light.
No, that's not me. I'm not about showing off my... Look at Becca.
Well, maybe bacon t-shirt
maybe.
or tank top.
Maybe. We also are going to be very lucky to, because we've changed our filming date this week, we're lucky to have Cody, our main man bartender here.
Yeah.
I call him Code Man, is going to show us one of our seasonal cocktails. So we'll
Oh, I
do
can't
that
wait.
after we talk with him.
It's got this fancy name. What is it? The strawberry shake 'em down or something?
Strawberry Bourbon Street, I think, or
Bourbon
something.
Street.
Strawberry on Bourbon Street. So he's going to do that, and then we're done for the day.
Awesome.
You can drink that cocktail while you're canoeing.
Woo!
There you go.
Best of both worlds right there.
Yeah. Do you have anything else? No?
No?
Sweet. We'll be back with Dan.
Hi there. We're back, and we're here with our guest, Dan Plath. Dan is a great guy. He's a good friend of mine, and he is the head of the Northwest Indiana Paddling Association. Dan, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me. Absolutely.
A lot of exciting things are happening right now. I feel like we were talking a little bit earlier how you've been in this for so long. We started the foundation in 2009, and we're now seeing some great things happening in terms of what is actually taking place in the Northwest Paddling
Absolutely.
Association. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Probably one of the biggest things that we've been working on for quite a few years now, really pretty much since we started, has been to try and open up the East Branch of the Little Calumet River. Many of us have had a dream of getting this river reopened for the public for, actually since I was a kid. I grew up in Illinois and off of Butterfield Creek, and it had a similar situation to the Little Calumet. It's actually a tributary to the Little Cal. So I've been paddling on the Little Cal since I was a little kid. So when I moved to Northwest Indiana about 18 years ago, I believe it's been, went out and tried to paddle it and found it was just heavily choked with log jams. Years later when we started the Northwest Indiana Paddling Association, a lot of us and a lot of people who actually grew up paddling it came together, and we've really dedicated a large portion of our time and effort to getting this river open. The idea is to create a continuous water trail from the Heron Rookery in close to the LaPorte County line, the Porter-LaPorte County line, 16 miles through the Indiana Dunes National Lakeshore, which kind of snakes its way through the National Lakeshore, and then eventually empties out into Lake Michigan in the Burns Waterway.
That's really beautiful. And what a gorgeous paddle route to be able to take and to have literally in all of our backyard.
Yeah, it's a lot of people don't even realize what a jewel we have in our own backyard
Yes.
here. They might mistake the Grand Calumet River from the West Branch to the East Branch. They're really almost totally independent, even though they're interconnected. They're very each of these rivers really has its own personality. It's when you think of the Calumet River, people evokes the idea of it might be polluted, and so forth. The East Branch of Little Calumet River is especially if you're not out there after a rainstorm, it's kind of a blue-green color, nice sand bottom through it, and a lot of it has never been straightened, so it meanders. These ancient trails meander through the dunes of northwest Indiana. It's probably one of the most remarkable places, even in the little stretches that we've gotten opened, that you'll ever paddle up here.
That sounds absolutely beautiful. Like a pristine, like you said, little gem. So you guys just had a meeting recently.
Yeah.
And you guys are looking at a successful mission here.
We're hoping so. One of the biggest obstacles to this was the National Park Service has been a big ally for us on this, but they have to do what's called an environmental assessment to make sure different uses, recreational uses of the river, meet where we're not damaging the river by taking and opening this up. So, what we plan and intend on doing is to use, it's called the Palmer method of restoration. So you basically just take out enough of the woody debris where it opens it up and actually creates better fishing habitat as well as safe passage for paddlers. But in order for us to get to this point where we can actually open up, we had to do, the Park Service had to do this environmental assessment. So that we did this public meeting the Park Service hosted last week. We had 50-some people. It was a packed room at the Indiana Dunes Visitor Center, and really lots and lots of consensus. There was no negative comments. It's rare to have a public meeting anywhere where you don't get some naysayer who says, no, this isn't a good idea. The fishing community's behind it, the paddling community, people who like to hike, people who like to bike along this corridor, really have embraced the idea of this multi-use, the multiple uses for the river and getting it opened up. So it was very positive. We've got a lot of leadership outside of the park. What really supports the idea. Chesterton, the town of Porter, which has been kind of our long-standing partner on this. Burns Harbor wants to get their stretch open, and the city of Portage. So this is one of these rare opportunities in Northwest Indiana where we've got everybody on the same page. So it still has to go through the process with the Park Service. They haven't made their final decision. But right now I think that with the positive comments that people are making and wanting to use this hidden gem, I feel very strongly and confident that we're going to have a positive.
I think it's going to happen.
So
I think
we've got
that
a great superintendent who just started at the Indiana Dunes National Lakeshore, who has a paddling background. He came from Mississippi River, national recreation area. A big part of what they do is wilderness inquiry, so they get literally thousands of kids on the water.
Oh, that's cool.
Is part of that, so he kind of has that background too.
That's awesome.
I think that we've got a great potential future partnership with the National Lakeshore. That's awesome.
Yeah, I can see it happening. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah, I think the stars are really aligning.
I think the stars are aligning on this one, and what an awesome thing to look forward to.
Yeah.
And it's part of your dream to come true, to facilitate being the person to have this open up and have other people also support the cause, because you've been doing this for quite some time.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's not just me though. It's really, we've got a great organization, a really strong board. I'm probably just the one with the loudest mouth out there, but we've got a lot of other people who are, just as dedicated, who do the bulk of the heavy lifting.
Yes.
Where do you get your funding from to do all of your work?
We're 100% volunteer. What funds we have are typically it's actually just from paddlers themselves who donate. When we do events, we've in the past gotten some small grants from like the American Canoe Association for different projects and things like that. But we're very bare bones. We don't have a huge budget, but an organization is all volunteer. We've really have actually, not to toot our own horn, but we've really accomplished a heck of a lot for an organization of our size.
Yeah.
So.
And we've got these here at Spire. I'm going to have some at my studio, and this is also on
our website.
The website. You guys got a whole bunch of paddles going on.
Yep.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, that's a big part of our mission is, it's paddling, education, and stewardship. That's really the three things that we do. So the paddling, every one of our paddles has a purpose. learn something about the ecology of the area, or feature, something what's really unique, because we've got great water trails across Northwest Indiana.
Yeah.
Besides the East Branch of the Little Calumet River,
Yes.
and everyone has a story to tell.
It is so true. I love all these. They're all listed here. You guys can come in and pick one up at Spire or at Earth Angel Studio, and check the website also and join. Go along for a paddle. This is awesome. A lot of education and a lot of passion and a lot of feel good out in Mother Earth and enjoy Mother Nature.
Right, and they're all over the place too. One happens here in LaPorte, and you're all over in Hobart and Buffalo. So I think it's really great for pulling a lot of people.
We provide, for people who've never paddled before, we've got a fleet of about 10 or 11 kayaks and about a half a dozen canoes. We provide these to the public to use at our events free of charge. If they'd like to make a donation and it goes to a good cause, literally every cent that we take in gets reinvested in making Northwest Indiana more accessible for paddling.
That is awesome, Dan. And one thing also really quick, which is so cool, it's a great event for everyone to mark their calendar for, the Sandhill Crane paddle.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that, because it's such an amazing thing to see all those cranes flying over, and to actually paddle through that while it's going on is an amazing thing.
Yeah, that's one of our most popular events. It's every fall. I think this year it's October 26th. It's usually the last weekend in October.
Yep, Sunday.
And it attracts people from multiple states now. 3-4 states I think we've had. But it's an amazing thing to witness. We usually get about 150 people on the water at the same time. We start out in LaPorte County, in rural LaPorte County on the Kankakee River. In English Lake is a little town what's on the river. It's where the Kankakee and the Yellow River converge. We paddle about 8 miles downstream to Dunn's Bridge, which is in rural Porter County, and then at the end, we do a cookout along the river itself, and then we go over to Jasper Pulaski Fish and Wildlife area and witness usually between 15 to 20,000 sandhill cranes what converge at sunset. But it's really neat because you're on the water and you're getting closer and closer to sunset, and you start seeing these sandhill cranes flying over. And if you've never seen a sandhill crane, they're pretty amazing.
They are beautiful.
They're entertaining to watch too.
And they sound wild. They sound like dinosaurs or something.
Yeah, they look like pterodactyls.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah. That's the only thing I could describe what they kind of look like.
Yeah, it's so true.
5-6 foot long wingspan.
They are big and they're beautiful. So this is such an amazing thing, Dan, and we're just so proud of you for making this happen.
Well, it's not just me, that's for sure.
And the whole organization also as well. I mean, people are really catching on. We were just talking earlier, and Brad and I and a couple other people last week were talking about we are living the times of a movement now, where people are engaging themselves with everything that's going on around them. Like, there is support now.
Absolutely.
And we're doing this. We're making it happen.
Yeah, it's a really amazing time in Northwest Indiana. We find businesses, even different groups that maybe traditionally hadn't always saw eye to eye are working together. We're getting industry involved with this. We're getting volunteers from those quarters. We've got people from the Green Movement. We're working together on trying to get Northwest Indiana to be what it should be.
Yeah, the potential, fulfill its potential of absolute incredibleness. And I also want to point out too that you are the man that delivers the wood to my studio, and I come out to the NIPSCO area and harvest that stuff too. I got a picture of me in my hard hat and all the guys in their hard hats out there. That was a great day, and I also appreciate that and our ecological partnership that we share as well. And we give a bird or some awesome sculpture to auction off for the Paddle Association.
We love that.
Yeah, we'll make that happen.
Well, thanks for being on the show today.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday
39.
to Dan. 39 years young.
Do you have Facebook or website?
Yeah, we've got a Facebook page and we've got a website. We also have a Google group. And that's kind of, the Google group is actually how people within the organization can communicate, say, hey, I just want to go out to Stone Lake tonight, let's go paddle. And you know, it's kind of like a pickup thing where, you know, you get like a half a dozen people who just show up some days. So.
And what is the exact name of the page for the Facebook and your website?
Northwest Indiana Paddling Association is our Facebook page, and our website is nwipa.org. We'll get you there. So like Northwest Indiana Paddling Association, nwipa.org.
Awesome. Well, Dan, yeah, fantastic job.
Yeah, thank you so much. So beautiful restaurant, beautiful artwork. So
thank you.
We'll be right back. With Cody, what are you making for us today, Cody?
This is going to be strawberries on Bourbon Street.
Strawberries on Bourbon Street. What's in it? What are we doing?
All right, so freshly muddled strawberries.
Why do you muddle the strawberries?
It brings out the flavor and the juices that the strawberries possess.
Those possessive berries, my
That's
God.
a big word for you.
Now, are these local possessive strawberries?
Garwood strawberries.
Awesome. All right.
So, muddling the strawberries until they're crushed. I'll give you play-by-play.
Got to make sure there's some nice juice coming out of them.
Yeah, that looks so
You need
good
the
already.
juicy strawberries.
All right, definitely. All right, next is half an ounce of honey syrup.
And that's just equal parts honey and water, correct?
That's correct. Some 3/4 of ginger syrup.
Ginger syrup is equal parts sugar and water, and we boil that with fresh ginger.
All right, and then we're going to go with 3/4 lemon juice.
Yum.
Just squeeze some lemons.
And then we need good bourbon, so journeyman bourbon. All right, and 2 ounces of that. Go ahead and dump it into your shaker.
Give it a shake.
Definitely give it a shake. All right, into a tall column glass. Just a
pretty
splash
thing.
of soda water.
What's the soda water do?
I don't know, gives it some flavor.
Flavor.
Gives it some bubbles.
Gives it some bubbles.
All right, make it look pretty.
What did you put in there? Strawberry and rosemary, right?
Correct. Just for garnish. All right, there you go.
You want to give it a try?
Strawberries on Bourbon Street, just for you, Laura.
Just for me?
Yeah.
We should all taste it. There's 2.
You go first.
I'll go. In case we might smack our heads together and taste it at the same time. Ooh. That's good. That's so tasty.
That is good.
I can get you really
Not that I'm
smiling.
surprised. Is this on the menu now?
No, it's not actually.
But it will be, right?
Yeah.
Make it now.
Great job. That's awesome.
That is so delicious.
Did you come up
Gosh.
with that?
A little bit, yeah.
So is this a Cody Harrington famous cocktail?
Sure. Okay.
All right. Let's change the name of it then.
Only
So
my
it's-
strawberries are missing.
So, okay, instead of the strawberry on Bourbon Street, we should call it the Harrington Strawberry in the red light district.
What? That's too long. Strawberry on Bourbon Street. You can get it at Spire while strawberries are in season. That's the show for today. We will be back next week, coming from Laura's studio
Yeah.
next week. So stay tuned. Count how many times we say canoe today. Give us a call for a $30 gift card. As always, follow us on Facebook at Our Common Thread, or Spire Farm to Fork, and Earth Angel Eco Art Studio by Laura Marie Palazzo. See you next week.
Yeah. Canoe to you.